Okay, welcome back to Glam Mother's channel. Today I'm going to just talk about some few things, some few attitudes that young people make now when they go out for a date. That's why it's difficult for young people now to get to understand their partners, to get to know who they are getting to get married to or to get into a relationship to. So our topic today is just gonna be step by step on what you do from when somebody tells you I want to invite you for a date. Say you're at home, you've got a friend, you met somebody somewhere, you say hello, you've exchanged numbers, and then they give you a ring and they said, I need to invite you out for a date. Now what do? You make a plan, you say, okay, we're gonna meet somewhere, fine. Now, first thing first, if that person is from your community, that's a plus. Or from your country, that's a plus. If that person is a stranger, like somebody from another country that you're not used to or you don't know, now you have to do some research. You're not researching about that person, but you're researching about the place where that person is coming from. Why do you need to do that? You need to do that because you want to be able to create a topic of discussion when you meet that person. Remember, it's your first date, and your presentation, what you talk about, the way you behave is going to count a lot. So make sure you do a little bit of research about the place where that person is coming from, especially if you're interested. If it's somebody you're interested in, if it's somebody you're not interested in, then you don't need to bother. Just go for your dinner and then be open to them and tell them I can't have a relationship now, but let's see how it goes, or can we just be friends, and stop it there. So don't try and take somebody's time and lie to them and pretend to them and get them fall in love with you. And then later on, you have to move away from them. It hurts and it can kill. And you don't want to be the person that causes somebody's death. So that's the first thing you need to do when you're going out for a date with somebody. If it's somebody from your community, then you're going to have a lot of things to talk about. If it's somebody that's not from your community, make sure that you do a little bit of reading about where that person is coming from. Okay, topic number 2. Okay, we can't skip this stage, can we? What you wear for a date. A man have contacted you and they've told you that they're inviting you for a date. What do you wear? To be honest, this is a part where, especially, you know who the person is, you know it's somebody that you're interested in. If you know the person a little bit, then you know what the person like. But then, as a lady, to be honest, when you're going out for a first date, make sure you try, even if you're this person that is scattered, even if you're this person that likes putting hot pants on, even if you're this person that loves to be, that's my style. No, try to be model. Try to be, I'll say, a model of a woman. When I say model of a woman, it's an average woman. That's not an extreme woman. So for example, if you want to put on a dress that's not too short, put on a dress that's not too tight, put on a hair that's simple, put on something that brings you out, that brings your beauty as who you are. Don't try to overdo it. Don't try to put heavy makeup on. Don't try to put massive wig on. Don't try to wear a lot of things on, or tight body, you're walking like you cannot even walk. The man has to hold your shoe and make it. Wear things that you feel comfortable in. Make sure everything that you're carrying on that day on your body from head to toe makes you feel comfortable. When all of that is in place, then you're going out comfortably. When you're comfortable, every other thing falls in place. Now we're going to move to the next topic. So we're going step by step and we're getting there, and by the next date that any young girl is going to have, trust me, when they walk into that restaurant like that, if that man doesn't say this is for me, another man will pick them up and say, you know what, I need you in my house. Yes, that's what we're trying to build, isn't it? Now, you've met this person, you've prepared to go for a dinner, you've done a little bit of your research. Let's assume that that person is not coming from your country. You've done a little bit of research, you've gone to dinner, you've met that person, you've walked in. Now, you also have to be vigilant. I'm talking now as a woman. You have to be vigilant. You walk into the restaurant, you met the person there. What did they do? What were their reactions when you walked into that restaurant? Especially when you know that that date, that dinner date, is meant to build a relationship. If it's just friends, that's fine. But then, when you walk into that restaurant, what was their first reaction? Did they welcome you? Did they stood up, like did they wake up from their chair and welcome you and take your skirt off and put on your chair? What did they do? So you have to look at that. Now, you guys have sat down. For now, I'm saying this now for the women, especially the women. We love our phones. We love to do selfies. We love to stay on our phones, on social media. You're at home every day. You're on social media. You're in your car going to, or you've taken a taxi, or you're in the public transport going to a dinner. You're on social media. You've got to that restaurant, you've met that person. You're still trying to open your phone to go on social media. Come on. You're not going to get married to social media. Okay? So now is the time for you to say, hello, how are you? Okay, 1 minute, let me just put my phone on silent and park it in your bag, or put it on the table, put it on silent and put it there. That's the first thing that you should do. Turn on your phone, put it on silent, and put it on the table. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? You're doing that because, okay, you've met somebody, it's the first date, you're there to know that person. There are some people that from the first day they'll tell if they're going to carry on with that relationship or not. But if you're distracted by social media, or you're trying to do your Snapchat, whatever, updates that you're in that restaurant, or whatever you're doing, just imagine. I mean, you miss a lot of things for that day. You miss the fact that you were supposed to know that that relationship wasn't for you on that day. You spend your whole life going through with that person, getting married to that person, and then realizing at the end that it wasn't meant for you, and then you have to break up that relationship. Come on, that's hard work. We don't want to work hard for nothing. Everything that you work hard for, you have to be able to eat from it. Yes? Now, you are in the restaurant with that man. They've come up with the menu and they've asked you what do you want to drink. Don't just focus on you. Try to behave like somebody who cares about people around him. If the man passes it on to say, what do you want? You know, there are easy ways that you can pop in a discussion, you know. You don't have to make life boring. See, the thing is here, I can meet somebody for the first day and we'll chat, and that person will feel like they've known me all their life because I know how to throw in topics. I know how to use one thing to bring out a lot of things. They've put the menu in front of you. The man said, what will you like? First question I'm going to ask him is, oh, have you ever been here before? Do you know how the food tastes? If you say yes, how does the food taste? What do you always eat when you come here? Just by selecting what I'm going to eat, I'm going to make sure we have like a 5-minute chat on it. We'll talk about food. Is this food from your country? Do you eat this? That's already a discussion topic. You can't say because it's a stranger, you're bored. You went there, you were so bored, there's nothing to talk about. There's always something to talk about. Keep your mind open when you go outside. So we'll talk about the food, talk about the food in their country. I'll talk about my own food in my country. And I'll even propose. I'll propose the next dinner to be in my own country's restaurant. Yeah, so that he can taste my own food. So you create that topic of discussion with this guy. Now, you guys have selected your food, you've selected your drink. Everything is gone. They're preparing that food and drink for you guys. You are now sitting down. You and a stranger you don't know anything about. Yes. The worst thing is to go for a date with somebody you don't know. Oh God, you have to learn how to be creative in bringing out topics to talk about. So this guy is sitting there, you're sitting there. What next? Okay, we'll move into the next topic. Okay, our next topic is now. I'm sitting there bored. I don't know him. I don't know anything about him. He's sitting there. He's looking at me. Oh, lady, the first day I saw you, I just fell in love with you. Really? What kind of love? Life is not easy. So you're there sitting there with that man, and guess what? As a classy lady, you have to make that man feel like you're this super intelligent lady. If you're not intelligent, you have to make that man feel like you're this person that read a lot. Do you know something? I don't read. I'm not good at reading, but I'm good at doing little research on certain things. So when you bring up topics, the man feel like, wow, this is a classy lady, this intelligent lady. Yes, even if you're not intelligent. So what you do, you get the man now. You would now say, oh, read whatever you've read about from their country, or if it's a country, for example, if it's an African country that's going through political stress, pop in the story. So what's happening with your president now? What do you think? What about the opponents? What do you think is going on? What's your own that you're throwing a topic? You don't know a lot about it, but you're throwing a question that will get him to talk for 1 hour. You have to be wise. You don't want to be bored. Trust me, you don't want to sit there on your phone and he's holding his phone. Everybody will look at you too like, what are you guys doing in the restaurant? Just go and stay home and hold your phone. So, throw this topic. Oh, what do you think about the opponent and the president? What do you think about the two parties? Because it's his country and you have started this topic, so he's not going to ask you a question. Now, if he's somebody that's interested in that, he's going to now talk and talk and talk. Why he's talking? To be honest here, any topic in this world is linked to people's attitude. It's linked to people's belief. Why he's talking, you're not just there listening or just staying quiet. You react as if you're into it. When you're into something, people feel excited to tell you more about it. He'll be talking, you'll be reacting. Oh, wow, oh, did he really do this? Oh, what do you think about his actions then? You know why you're asking that question? You've got your own morals, haven't you? He's got his own morals, isn't it? By the time he tells you what he thinks about the opponent or what he thinks about the current president, I'm not talking about us, I'm talking about every other country. Yeah, by the time he tells you what he thinks about those two people, and from what you've read about them, and from what he's explained, from that moment, you can tell you must have understood about his belief. You don't learn about people's belief and attitude and culture just by being with them. From a discussion, you can know what their beliefs are. From their argument, from the way they argue on things, from the way they get into. Have you seen somebody that, when people are doing political fight? Have you asked a question? Just a question. You just want to understand what's going on in their country. But because they are so into it, they start explaining you that thing. They explain until they get angry. They've forgotten that they are talking to a stranger. You're just a stranger. You just asking, you just want to know. It's not like you want to go and fight. But they will explain and they will get into them. And you will feel that anger in their voice. And you will see how they change from someone else to another person. You have asked one question, but you're bringing out a lot from them. You're picking out how in future, if you stay with that person and there's an argument between both of you, that's not an argument, but just imagine there was an argument between both of you. You could have gone to the top of the roof. Yes. So you use that to get to know the person. You ask those questions, you pop in those questions. Now, next step, if that person is coming from your country or from your community, as a woman, yes, you the woman, your person that have asked you to go for a date is coming from your community. First thing first, I'm saying this, I'm not joking. And if I ever hear somebody do this, I'll kill the person. No. See, I need joke. See, if a man invites you to a restaurant and the man is coming from your community, if you dare get to that first dinner and start gossiping, All of it with you. Don't gossip. Yes. Don't go there and start talking about somebody. I said, do you know this one? Do you know that shoo? That shoo put your face, but I don't even know it to be on self. You're saying that you don't even know that might be that man like me. So be careful when you go to a first date and you start gossiping. Keep your mouth shut. Okay, guys, now is the time where you've eaten, you've had all this chat, you've talked about if it's somebody from your community, you talk about great people in your community, see what he thinks about them. Yeah, talk about all the great people in your communities, talk about people doing good projects, talk about people doing good things, good work in your community, see what his own contribution is on that, see the kind of things that he likes, try and pop in things about the entertainment industry, see if it's his interest, if he's interested in that. If not, shift to political. Just switch things around, and you always have things to talk about anyway because you guys are from the same community. Now when all of that is done, you finish. Now I know he's gonna keep trying to stop all this talky and push it back to say, so are you married? He's gonna ask you that. Don't bother asking him about his relationship and everything. Don't ask him. If you want to lie, that's his business. People lie anyway. He's gonna ask you, so are you married? Do you have any boyfriend? Be honest. If you're married, say I'm married. What are you doing for a date if you're married? Little stiff girl. Pass class. Okay. If you're not married, yeah, I'm single, but I've got this guy. He's in town, or he's not in town, or wherever he is. Is it serious? If it's somebody that's serious with you, it's gonna ask, is it something that's serious? If it's serious, you tell them yes, it's serious, but then there's nothing guaranteed because we're not married. However, I love him. As soon as you say I love him, a man that understands what love is going to say, oh, that's nice. Oh, I really loved you. Anyway, I wanted to build something with you, but since you've got somebody, let's see how it goes anyway. But you know, if you ever need me, I'm there for you. A man that doesn't care, that just want to have a little bit of it, will say, oh really, okay, nice one, but you know what, I really love you and I think I can do better than him. Man, they try for win, no. That's life. Everybody always try to win. So you, the woman, you have to be smart. So you always have to be trying to win. Men are always there trying to win. They want to be the one that is having him, having her. I'm having this one. I'm having this one. Having this one. No. You two, you have to be smart. When I say smart, smart. So now what you do, you keep them in their places. Okay, let's start the last point. Yes, and that's the end of it. And then you go home and you make your decision. If it's a man that you want to keep talking to, if it's a man that you don't want to talk to, you just send him a text message and say, thank you for the dinner today. It was really lovely. I had fun. I enjoyed myself. I get to know a little bit more about you and your country. Can I just be honest with you? I don't think we can take this any further. But then I'm happy to stay as a friend. Or if you have a boyfriend that you don't want to just keep a friend that already have an interest in you, you can tell him, can we just stop here? I can't move any further. And that's it. But if you don't have someone and you feel like you can keep the person as a friend, why not? Sometimes people stop like that. Keep that person as a friend and end up getting married to them. Yes, and then we've got a marriage, we've got a wedding to go to, and then we're going to be preparing ourselves. Here comes the bride. Here comes the bride. That's the part that nobody knows how to sing. Here comes the bride. The next part, we have to learn how to sing Here Comes the Bride song. Thank you all for watching. Yes, hope this is helpful. Hope this was helpful. Hope you've learned something. Hope it's going to change your attitude, change your fun attitude. Social media is killing our youth. Social media is killing us. Social media is making our youth, they cannot study anymore. You hold your book, you're addicted to your phone. I mean, people cannot do things anymore. So please, guys, social media is good, but then you have to be disciplined. You have to have that discipline to know when to use it and when not to use it. Also, you can also use it to make money. You can also use it to your benefit. So whatever you're doing on it is helping you make money. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I know you guys want some smile. Yes, yes, love you. Smile. I'm gonna smile and smile and smile. As always, guys, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see what the next topic is going to be on. We keep learning, we keep progressing, we keep educating ourselves. Every little help. If you have a topic interest you want me to do, let me know on the comment section. Thank you. Bye. Our winner goes to the winner for the last quiz goes to Nambu Maureen. Quiz for this time is going to be on drop a comment with what you think I should have added on this topic, like preparing for your first date. Drop a comment with your own idea and something that I didn't say, a new idea. The winner is going to be announced next week, Sunday. Thank you.